Hi Gemini, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a tarot reading for your next 48 hours. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. You know what to do. And I do more than appreciate you hitting that like button, leaving me a comment or several down below, and subscribing to this channel and joining this Gemini tribe if you haven't done so already. But do keep in mind as we proceed with the reading, this is meant to pertain to the following 48-hour period for you beginning around when you were guided or drawn to this video, not just following when I post it, okay? A bit timeless in that sense. Let me move this out of the way for Gemini from the Sacred Forest deck. Miracles, absolutely beautiful energy to start with. I do feel as if you're doing a lot of speaking in the next 48. You're conveying Spirit's message, or you're conveying your own messages, your feelings, emotions at times, even when it's unexpected. Don't be surprised when you're going on a lot of rants, okay? But I do feel like it's a next 2 days that are filled with a lot of miracles in certain ways. Synchronicities, butterflies coming into play. I do sense that you're going through your own individual transformation, and it feels quite rewarding in certain ways, but a little rough in energy in other ways, okay? Let me just take a moment and breathe as I look at the bottom of the deck. An underlining focus on love. On love, all right? And it just feels like you may feel at certain points a little bit lonely, and then there's a focus in one's mind, or even what you're feeling drawn to watch, right? Tarot reading, for example, or even the type of movie or show or content online, and that's just sort of stemming from your want for more love, okay? Regardless of whether you're committed to somebody at this time or not. But I do feel as if there is a reminder in one way, shape, or form, if not multiple ways. There are miracles lying ahead for you, Gemini, in the category of love and romance. And I feel like certain people may be spiritually pushed to, or one specific person may be spiritually pushed to reach out to you, okay, for a level of enlightenment or a level of comfort or distraction in one way, shape, or form. Okay, let's pull one or two more. Strength. There may be a push to dig for your individual strength when you're feeling quite burnt out or tired or just caught up in one's head. But I do feel like there is a reminder at a certain point that you are so strong from all you've been through up until this point along your path. And you may even get the push to or feel inclined to focus on one's individual emotional strength and or physical strength, okay? Working out will be quite beneficial, but also there's an underlying focus on your individual home life, right? The comfort or lack thereof which there, but you may want to get away for a specific retreat or be planning for one, a little bit of a vacation, if you will. I just heard weekend getaway. They want one of these. What else do we have for Gemini? Okay, overcoming obstacles, taking a focus as well, and a push to recognize that you will reach the destination in one way, shape, or form. That could come into play when it comes to the travel, all right? But for some of you, it has to do with a goal or just some destination that feels important to your path. I do sense that history is taking a focus, whether it's a history with one, if not multiple people, your own individual history, right? With past situations that were a bit rough in energy is what I'm getting, or just entailed more difficulties than lie within your current day situation or situations. Again, butterflies. And I really do feel as if people are noticing you in a new light for whatever reason in the next 48 and surrounding it. Your light is shining brightly. Look at that. I didn't even see that. Okay. And I do sense that you're being pushed to recognize that your light is shining bright so that you can continuously take care of oneself moving forward, right? Self-care and just finding that balance in your areas of your life. Okay, your workload needs to be lightened for some, but I do feel as if it just will boost your confidence or raise your vibration a little bit more, even if it's quite high for the most part in the next 48, because I do feel as if people, okay, respect you, people need you, people will feel inspired by you, and it just all will wrap up into just a good kind of giddy feeling that Spirit's saying you deserve at this time along your path. And it may come in moments where you just have had to overcome certain obstacles, or you just had to deal with something rough in energy. But I do feel like people love Gemini at this time. Okay, let's pull some tarot from the light seers and do some shuffling. It's not yours to carry is what I'm getting. It's not yours to carry, whether you're empathic or somebody's oversharing, overpouring something onto your plate. Ooh, the Five of Wands. A push from spirit to let the chaos, to let the conflict or the extra competition in one way, shape, or form to get away from you, okay? But the world, yeah, things are developing, changing for you in a lot of ways. And again, I feel like you're being pushed to raise your vibration and allow for spirit to help you in certain ways through other people, experiences, pushes, even pullbacks to raise your own vibration, all the meanwhile. But I just feel like that wording wasn't perfect. So let's move on. But I sense that there's a bit of an elevating feeling at certain points in the next 48. I'm now hearing over-speaking won't do you justice. Over-speaking won't do you justice. There's a reminder that less is more at times when it comes to sharing, when it comes to overwording things, when it comes to the amount of energy you're pouring into something at times. You don't have to over-stress oneself in order to see something be successful, okay? And you may need to remind someone else of that as well. It's almost as if the reminders you're getting are just coming to a reminder of, or a realization of in the next 48 serves as a potential reminder for other people, okay, or may down the line. I do feel like your individual story is coming into play. You may be pushed to potentially write a book in the future, or just put your story to use, or reminded how that's all playing into your work or your workload, okay, or a future endeavor in one way, shape, or form. But I do sense that what feels stressful at this time needs to be cut out or minimalized within one situation, because it's not benefiting you in the long run, or your energy or your vibration, the overall health of you as a soul, okay? And that's very important. I do sense that you're thinking about your financial savings, right? Things that you want to keep or potentially discard, item-wise. People, places, and situations can and probably should be reevaluated at this time for the sake of your health. Because I feel like there could be somebody toxic around you, or that you are wrapped up with. If they may be revisiting from the past, I do feel like you are needing to keep one's mind simple, okay? Because there is that potential to be overthinking. Your spiritual connection may feel very strong at this time for one reason or another. A reminder that what you think comes to be, okay, or at least reflects upon, or just creates in a certain way, or affects your external reality. Sorry, as I struggle to get the right wording, right? But I also feel like in that sense, it's a reminder that what you think affects your reality, right? What you have at hand. But then there's also a push to clean at certain points, to tidy up, to organize, because your external reality, as far as how messy it is or how clean it is, how organized or lack thereof which, affects your mental and emotional state to an extent, okay? There's a need for you to feel clear-minded at this time, so you can decipher quite easily, so you can, okay, judge quite easily. You can just know how you truly feel, right? And accomplish with ease. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. While working or just putting effort towards something, I feel like it's something that needs to grow and you desire for it to grow. Feels like you're going through a balancing act, or you have to decide between two options. Your decision-making process, once again, is taking a highlight as you see the light shining upon it. But I feel you're a little bit perplexed at a certain point, or you just are being pushed to look within and trust your intuition. I do sense that you are prepared for this decision from all you've been through, but it may be just your overthinking coming into play, or you just someone else's judgments or opinions, or potential examining in the future coming into play. I really do feel as if for some of you, have two options between two people, two opportunities, two purchases. Something of the sort is coming into play as well, okay? How much do you really, or should you really expect one person being you to balance in your life? I feel the need to say as well, because it's at times creating more obstacles in your situation or more blockages, because you're overworked or just there's not enough time for what you desire. Okay, so say you just are overloading oneself with work at this time, and then you do desire love or extra time with your friends, but you don't have the time for it, right? It's going to differ from case to case, but I feel like there's thoughts of you not having a wish fulfillment and at times not keeping the hope alive. Okay, but I do sense that with the swirling kind of state of one's mind, you're going to need to, again, simplify, balance things out, maybe meditate. But you're being reminded there's a fresh start on the horizon. And once you decide to be one with your individual light and hope at this time, interesting, and make a wish towards what you more so deserve or what you desire moving forward, it'll come to be, okay? There's a sense that you're not believing, or at least fully believing, in one's manifestation skills at this time or the work of spirit, okay? But in certain ways, your cup is overflowing in the next 48, but will more so when you acquire what you desire or will desire, okay? So I just feel as if there's a constant reminder throughout the next 48 that you're evolving and changing, things are growing, things are developing, and will more so moving forward towards a better future for oneself, all right? So I hope this was helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy the next 48, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Gemini.